What's up going, guys? Today we're at the boat, and then this is what it looks like when you are feeling to go to the boat, you guys. See? Look at that. Okay. We're riding a boat. There are drivers beside me, and then this is all you guys see. There's some things here. Okay. At the forks, and this is where we look like doing here, you guys. It looks like we're gonna go fast, you guys. Well, I don't want to drop my phone or something, you guys. The engine's so loud, I can't hear you guys. Okay. Those water splashing, you guys. Oh, look at it, it's so cool! Under here, you guys. So cool, look at that! So cool here, you guys. Oh, the water's splashing on me! Look at that. Okay, there's another boat right over there, you guys. See, look at it. So cool. Cool, you guys. There's waters. Oh no, come on, you guys. Oh my god. Are we stopping?
It's going to be the first stop on our tour here today under the Midtown Bridge, built in 1955. I'd like to bring everybody's attention to this right-hand pillar with these three different colored lines. These lines represent the flood levels during the spring flood. The bottom blue line is the normal spring flood. That is where the water should be during the spring. The yellow or orange line is when we have to start sandbagging and protecting our homes from flood water, preparing for evacuation. And the red line is when we begin mass evacuations, not just for the areas around Winnipeg, but areas within the city as well, including the downtown area. The only times in recent memory that the water has gotten that high is during the 1950 flood and the historic 1997 flood of the century.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Now here you go. We're going so fast, so fast. We're moving, you guys. Woo. This is so cool. Look, it's going so fast. It's flashing water. Look at it, you guys. I don't want to drop my phone because this is so cool, you guys. something here.
This building on our right here is the Manitoba Legislative Building. This is where our provincial government works. Opened in 1920, this building took 7 years to construct. The reason it took so long is for 3 very good reasons. First, the First World War. Second, the Spanish flu. And third, most importantly, because the contractor was stealing supplies to build his own house.
Okay.
The statue at the top there is what we call the Golden Boy. He is a statue of the Greek messenger god Hermes. And he is coated in an almost pure 24-karat gold coating. Now, I think that'd be worth quite a lot of money. However, since the coating is so very thin, you'd probably get more for the bronze underneath. The statue in front of us here, which is technically behind the legislative building, is Louis Riel. Louis Riel is considered the father of Manitoba. And in 1869-1870, he led what is known as the Red River Rebellion, sometimes known as the Red River Resistance. And he did this so Manitoba could be incorporated into the Canadian Confederacy in 1870. Later in the 1880s, he led the Northwest Rebellion in Saskatchewan, and it was there where he was captured, tried, and hung for treason. Later on in the tour, I will show you where he is buried.
Okay. Okay, now we're gonna go U-turn to go back there, you guys, okay? Okay, now here we go. We're going, you guys. This is number 4. Okay, it's so cool right now. It's so cool, you guys. Oh my god, the water's just splashing on me, you guys. So cool. A lot of splashing, you guys. Okay.
here is the historic Forks Port. If you walk around this area a bit, you'll know that there is a lot of train stuff. That is because this area here was once a giant rail yard. In fact, it was one of the biggest in the British Empire. Some say it was the biggest. I'd like to bring your attention to the Johnson Terminal, which is just coming into view here. Sorry, the Forks Market. This market here was built out of two pre-existing buildings. These were both horse stables. And the horses that these buildings housed would be used to help load and unload the trains and steamships coming from Saskatchewan and the United States. Buildings of a similar era are, of course, the Johnson Terminal, and even the Children's Museum was built out of an old train repair shop.
Okay.
This here is where the Assiniboine River ends, and it joins the Red River. If you look closely at the water, you may see a line. That is because both rivers are a different color.
Okay. This is so cool. So this is where the Assiniboine River ends here. Okay. I see. Uh-huh. I just heard it from my Google Maps. Okay, now here we go. Looks like we're gonna go here. Okay, you guys, look at this. It's so cool. You guys. Woo. Oh, there it is. There's the place. Right over there, you guys. And check that. Okay, now here it goes, guys. Those water splashes, you guys. And look at this. It's so cool. I like it, guys. I didn't play Plants vs. Zombies today, but I'm gonna upload this in the afternoon, okay? Because I think this one might be so cool. Okay. Well, looks like we stopped here, you guys. I think the guys can talk again. Okay.
On our left here, we have a big building. This is the Canadian Museum for Human Rights. And it is actually one of two museums in the country to receive national funding, built outside of Ottawa. When it was opened in 2014, it was by far the biggest change to the Winnipeg skyline since the opening of the Esplanade Riel, this small footbridge directly in front of us. This footbridge here is what's known as a side-spar cable-stayed bridge. All that means is that the big stick holding everything up is on one side of the bridge. And bridges of a similar type can be found in England and Israel. When this bridge originally opened, they had some restaurants in there, but unfortunately, they have no parking. Nobody wants to walk through minus 40 weather to get a hamburger. So now there's an IT office in there.
Okay.
While it's not as interesting as a restaurant, I'm sure the view from the office is quite nice.
Okay, see. building right there, you guys. Oh, sorry. There you go. Right over there, you guys. See, they're gonna make a new building, you guys. I like it. Okay. We're gonna go for another stop. Next stop, we're here, you guys, okay?
Directly in front of us, we have the James Avenue Pump Station. The original intended purpose of this building was to pump river water to boilers within the city. This would then generate steam, and this steam would be used to warm all the buildings of the downtown area. Of course, since we don't use coal-fired plants anymore, there's no use for the pump station. So now there's a restaurant in it called Chibo's, and from what I've heard, it's quite good. I'd like to draw your attention to the yellow tape measure on this side of the building. There's a similar one on the other side. This is what we use to measure the height of the Red River during the spring flood. In fact, during the spring, they will have a small camera hanging from that walkway. And every morning, they will take a reading here at James Avenue.
Okay. Looks like we're gonna turn around or something. Okay, I think we're gonna now turn around. I think we're gonna see some more, you guys.
On our right here, we have a big concrete pillar. This is a rock climbing wall or a rock climbing pillar. During our annual winter festival, the Festival de Voyageurs, what they will do is they will put a fire hose at the top of that and let the water run down and freeze. And during the festival, people will climb up and down this pillar as if it was a small glacier or a tiny mountain. And it's quite entertaining to watch.
Okay.
Directly in front of us, behind the white tent, you can see a wooden wall. This is a replica of Fort Gibraltar. The original Fort Gibraltar was built in the early 1800s, and it served as a resupply station for the voyageurs who would travel up and down Canada's waterways. This fort was also involved in a minor conflict known as the Pemmican War. This was a war between the Northwest Company, who owned the fort, and the Hudson's Bay Company over the trade routes to a valuable food source known as pemmican. Now, what is pemmican? Pemmican is a food made of dried, shredded meat, animal fat, and sometimes currants or raisins. The reason this food was so important is because it did not require any refrigeration. So the voyageurs could simply keep it in their bag or their pocket and eat it when they were hungry.
Oh, this is what the Voyager was? I think this is the Voyager.
The militia from this fort was involved in a small battle called the Battle of Seven Oaks. If you drive down Main Street, there's a little monument to this battle. In this battle, the militia of the Northwest Company from the fort defeated soldiers of the Hudson's Bay Company who came from the Red River Colony, which is now called Winnipeg. Of course, the soldiers of the Hudson's Bay Company would later come back to the fort and burn it.
Okay.
This war ended in 1821 when the British government was so sick of their two companies fighting that they forced them to merge together into what we now know as the Hudson's Bay Company.
Looks like we're gonna go back, you guys. video right here, guys. Looks like we're gonna stop for ending the video. Okay, you guys?
Guys, our final stop on the tour here. Off to our left, we have what remains of the 1906 St. Boniface Cathedral. This minor basilica served the French-speaking population of St. Boniface, which to this day is the largest population of French-speaking Canadians west of Quebec. Unfortunately, in the summer of 1968, this church was destroyed by a fire. And it's said that when the roof collapsed inwards, it came down with such force that it blew out the stained glass window, and pieces of stained glass rained down on the opposite bank of the Red River. In fact, to this day, people will go up and down both banks looking for small pieces of stained glass. This cathedral here is also the final resting place of Louis Riel. He is buried here along with his immediate family. Not far upstream, you'll see a small white building. This is the St. Boniface Museum. Originally built for the Grey Nuns of Montreal in the 1840s. Not only did it serve as a convent and a school, but also an orphanage and a hospital. When the Grey Nuns vacated the building in the 1950s, it was immediately bought by the city of St. Boniface, which at the time was its own city, and immediately turned into a museum, which we can now view for free. We only ask for a small donation at the end.
Sorry guys, my video ended because I'm almost running out of time. Thanks you guys. And now we're gonna go back here. Okay. Now we're gonna go back here, you guys, okay?
Before I come in to dock the boat, I would just like to remind everybody to please stay seated until the dock hands have tied up the boat. I do not want anybody to trip and fall, especially at the end of the tour here. I also have a small tip jar here for anyone who thinks that my tour was at least adequate. While tips are appreciated, they are not mandatory.
Okay, now we already stopped here, you guys. That is the end of it. Now we are finally to the exit. Okay. Hold on. Okay, now it's time to end the boat here. Oh, why is there so much things here, guys? But those are look at the roses here.
Everyone,
But ew, it smells like poop here, you guys.
nice little tour. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Okay, let's go here. Let's go to the exit right over there, you guys. Okay. So now it's time for my daddy's thing, you guys. Okay.
I'll take that from you.
Sorry.
Are you driving?
Yeah.
Here we go, you guys. It's time to end the video right here. The boat has ended, you guys, okay? Okay. Guys, we're in this video right here. Make subscribe. It's free. You can make me more longer videos. Thank you, subscribing, guys. So guys, we're in this video here. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please subscribe my video. So definitely good ride, you guys. The boat was so cool, and also the way I like to go in the boat was so cool, you guys. I think I want to see some more things in here, you guys. I think maybe next time when we go here, we're gonna go here. I think July and August we'll be going here for a month, you guys, okay? Or we will do it. Okay, or next time, okay, you guys? So you guys, here you go, you guys. So make sure to like this video. I have long videos every week and also short videos every day. The offs and all these for the bottom guys, so learning videos. Please subscribe to our channel. Please subscribe, alright? Subscribe. See you next time, guys. Goodbye. Make sure peace, guys. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye. I'll see you later. Okay, now time to put on my glasses.
Yeah.
It's okay. Oh, a little puppy. And then, okay, guys, we're gonna end this video here. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.